Hello and welcome to another fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box, where today I want to talk about someone who I've talked about before. I've talked about him, pardon me, on some of the live streams, but he's worth having his own video because he did the unthinkable and he made it beautiful. And I'm talking about the jazz musician Rufus Harley. Now, certain instruments get kind of pigeonholed and stereotyped into a certain genre. Some of it is because of publishing rights and marketing, some of it is because of old habits dying hard, and some of it is because of a psychological unwillingness of composers to learn to write for instruments they're not familiar with, or ensembles to adopt sounds that they're not used to. But Rufus Harley had no such hang-ups. Now, Rufus began life playing a bit of sax, a bit of trumpet, but when he saw the funeral of President Kennedy in 63, he saw the Black Watch, the military band of the Black Watch, the pipe and drum band, and he fell in love with bagpipes. He couldn't find a pair in his hometown of Philadelphia, so he took the train up to New York, found a pawn shop that had bagpipes, and the rest is mystery or history or a bit of both. Now, Rufus Harley took an instrument that doesn't play well with others, and he was able to invent a style of jazz bagpipes that was really extraordinary because it's an instrument that doesn't have your normal dynamic control. It's harmonically limited in some ways, but he was able to integrate the sound of the bagpipes into the contemporary jazz of the 1960s when jazz was really going for it and really having some interesting things happen. And he did something that I consider almost essential when you're bringing an unexpected or unusual instrument into a genre where people say it doesn't belong. He made it feel natural. He made it feel as though bagpipes should be part of a jazz ensemble because he integrated them into the sound, the sonic textures so well, and was able to improvise on them with the ease that a great saxophonist could do the same on an alto or tenor sax. Now, he crossed a lot of different genres within jazz, from kind of boppy jazz of the early 60s into the kind of world fusion of the 70s. The albums he did on Atlantic between the mid 60s and early 70s are all available online, and I definitely think you should look out for those. In 72, he did his sort of most funky fusiony type of album, very out there but still very accessible. And this is called Recreation of the Gods. It's luckily also available on most streaming services. You should check that out. He also played with a lot of well-known people like Sonny Stitt, and most prominently, he played a lot with Sonny Rollins. There's even some film footage of him playing with Sonny live in 1974. Now, as you can see, Rufus would wear the full garb. He really adopted the Scottish ethos of the bagpipes, complete with the kilt and the sporran and everything else. And he put on a show for people. But again, I have to stress, it wasn't about novelty. It was about integrating the bagpipes fully into jazz while not taking away from the distinct identity that the instrument has. And to this, I say bravo. He's always been one of my favorites. Check him out. He might become one of your favorites too. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.